You're over 60, it's easy to explain away certain things. The tiredness that doesn't go away. The extra trips to the bathroom at night. The thirst that a glass of water never quite fixes. Most of us just call it getting older. But there's something important your doctor wants you to know. These 7 quiet changes may be your body's early warning signs, and one possible reason is blood sugar that has been running higher than normal. Today, we're going to walk through all 7 signs, why they happen, and what they might mean. Stay until number 7. It's one of the most overlooked signs doctors watch for, yet many people never connect it to blood sugar. This isn't about scaring you. It's about giving you the knowledge to ask the right questions at your next doctor's visit. Let's start simple. Every time you eat, your body breaks food down into glucose, a type of sugar your cells use for energy. To get that energy where it needs to go, your body relies on a hormone called insulin. Think of insulin as a key. It unlocks the door to your cells so glucose can get inside and be used as fuel. When that system works well, your blood sugar stays balanced. But as we get older, that key doesn't always turn as smoothly. Cells can become more resistant to insulin's effect. That's called insulin resistance, and it's one of the most common reasons blood sugar can rise with age. This isn't caused by one single thing. It's usually a mix of factors. Natural changes in body composition as we age. Reduced physical activity. Family history. Certain medications. And simply the aging process itself. Being at a higher weight can play a role, but so can genetics, muscle mass, and activity level. In fact, people at a healthy weight can develop insulin resistance too. This is why it's worth understanding the signs, no matter your body type. Sometimes these changes happen long before someone is diagnosed with diabetes, a stage often called prediabetes. Millions of adults over 60 in the US have it without knowing. That's exactly why recognizing patterns early can be so valuable. Here are 7 signs that are worth paying attention to. On their own, none of them proves anything. But if several sound familiar, it may be worth discussing with your doctor. Sign number 1, frequent urination. When blood sugar runs higher than usual, your kidneys work overtime trying to filter out the extra sugar. That extra filtering pulls more water out of your body, which means more trips to the bathroom, especially at night. If you've noticed you're waking up 2, 3, or more times a night to urinate, and that's new for you, it's worth bringing up with your healthcare provider. And that extra bathroom trip is often connected to the next sign, one almost everyone has felt at some point. Sign number 2, increased thirst. Because your body is losing more fluid through frequent urination, it naturally responds by making you feel thirstier even if you've already had plenty to drink. Some people describe it as a thirst that just won't quit, no matter how much water they drink. Occasional thirst on a hot day is normal. Thirst that feels constant and unusual for you is the kind of pattern worth tracking. Sign number 3, constant fatigue. Here's a big misconception. Many people assume tiredness is just part of getting older. The truth is, fatigue has dozens of possible causes: poor sleep, stress, other health conditions, medications. And yes, elevated blood sugar can be one of them. When your cells can't use glucose efficiently, your body doesn't get the steady fuel it needs. The result can feel like exhaustion that a good night's sleep doesn't fully fix. If you've been blaming yourself for feeling tired all the time, you're not alone. The next sign often surprises people, because they rarely connect it to blood sugar at all. Sign number 4, blurry vision. When blood sugar levels shift, fluid can move in and out of the lens of your eye, temporarily changing its shape. That can make your vision blurry, sometimes coming and going over the course of days or weeks. This is different from the gradual vision changes many of us experience with age. If your vision seems to fluctuate, or blurs and then clears, that's a pattern worth asking your eye doctor or physician about. Sign number 5, slow wound healing. Elevated blood sugar can affect circulation and how well your body repairs itself. That means small cuts, scrapes, or bruises may take noticeably longer to heal than they used to. If you've caught yourself thinking, that should have healed by now, it may be worth paying closer attention. But the next sign doesn't happen on your skin. It happens inside your nerves. Sign number 6, tingling or numbness in hands or feet. Over time, elevated blood sugar can affect the small nerves in your hands and feet. This can create a tingling, numbness, or pins and needles sensation, often starting in the toes or fingertips. Doctors pay especially close attention to this sign, because catching nerve changes early may help prevent further damage. Sign number 7, increased infections or itchy skin. And here's the sign most people overlook completely. Higher blood sugar can make it easier for yeast and bacteria to grow, and it can affect circulation and immune response. That can show up as more frequent skin infections, dry or itchy skin, or infections that are slower to clear up than they used to be. Most people never think to connect itchy skin to blood sugar, but it's a pattern many doctors watch for. To recap, those 7 signs are frequent urination, increased thirst, constant fatigue, blurry vision, slow wound healing, tingling in the hands or feet, and increased infections or itchy skin. Again, none of these on their own means you have diabetes. Many people have mild symptoms, or no symptoms at all, for years. That's exactly why routine checkups matter. If any of these signs sound familiar, the next step isn't to self-diagnose, it's a simple conversation with your doctor. The good news is that checking your blood sugar is usually simple. In many cases, it starts with a routine blood test your healthcare provider may already recommend during regular checkups, often a fasting glucose test or a test called HbA1c, which looks at your average blood sugar over the past few months. These are quick, well-established tests your doctor can order as part of routine care. Here's the encouraging part. Here's what I want you to remember. Even if blood sugar has started creeping up, small daily habits can make a meaningful difference over time. Research suggests that everyday habits can play a meaningful role in supporting healthy blood sugar levels as we age. That includes regular walking or movement, balanced meals with vegetables, lean protein, and whole grains, maintaining a healthy weight for your body, prioritizing good sleep, staying hydrated, keeping up with routine checkups. These habits won't guarantee an outcome, and everyone's situation is different. But they're steps within your control that may help support your health, and they're worth discussing with your healthcare provider. Most of what we've covered today calls for a routine conversation with your doctor, not an emergency room visit. But there are some symptoms that need care right away. These include confusion, severe weakness, vomiting, signs of extreme dehydration, or difficulty breathing. If you or a loved one experience any of these, seek medical attention immediately. For the 7 signs we discussed today, the right move is simply this: if several of them sound familiar, bring them up at your next appointment. Your doctor would rather hear about it early. Let's bring it all together. Frequent urination, increased thirst, constant fatigue, blurry vision, slow healing, tingling in the hands or feet, and infections or itchy skin that seem to linger. None of these mean you definitely have a problem. But together, they're worth paying attention to and worth a conversation with the person who knows your health best, your doctor. You don't need to panic. You don't need to self-diagnose. You just need to stay informed and stay in the conversation with your healthcare team. That's how you protect your independence, your energy, and your future. Healthy aging isn't about being perfect. It's about noticing small changes early and taking action before they become bigger problems. Which of these 7 signs surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. I read every one. And if you found this helpful, you'll probably want to watch this next video, where we cover the warning signs your blood pressure may need attention. Many of the same viewers who watched this one found it just as eye-opening. Thanks for spending this time with me today. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. This video is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. It should not replace consultation with a qualified healthcare professional. Always seek the guidance of your physician or another licensed healthcare provider before making changes to your diet, medications, exercise routine, or healthcare plan.